To say that I watched it would be an understatement because I didn't just watch it. I lived it.
Oh wow!
I experienced it. I experienced it. Yeah.
We got a topic to talk about this week.
That's right. We have something to talk about. Wow.
Finally, there's a topic.
So
here we go.
All right, let's go.
Let's open this thing up.
Crack it open like a fucking spindrift.
Yeah, like a cadaver.
So, right.
We're still in spook season, so this is part of our Halloween extravaganza.
Right, an extravaganza of Halloween, stuff. Here's the panel. Yeah. Oh my god!
What did you do?
They're way too loud. Oh my god!
I didn't even hear them. Did you set?
Oh my god, dude, that killed my ears. Oh my god!
It wasn't that loud for me. It was kind of delayed though. I had
it on preview first, and then I turned it down when I played it again. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Why does it start off?
Wait, turn it all the way up and play it. I want to hear.
No.
I want to hear the full Will Smith. Give it to me, Daddy. God, it's so loud. Damn, I asked for it too. Damn.
I know.
It's funnier if it just completely blows out your ears.
No, dude, my ears like hurt.
Don't you dare play that Goosebumps soundtrack.
Don't worry. I'm only getting started with the fucking. It's easier. One thing about doing it remote, it's easier to do the panel, like the sound.
Guys, I'm sick this week. I got a really stuffy nose, more so than usual. My throat is super sore, so I'm totally game to talk straight for an hour. That's not gonna fuck me up at all.
You got pneumonia.
I don't know what I got. I got some sort of bait disease from probably going to the Magic House too much.
It's a fucking germ factory out there. I tell you what.
Yeah, you might as well just go lick a truck stop floor. That would probably be healthier. More beneficial to you.
Truckers are known for their I don't know. Truckers are known for their cleanliness and their adherence to a healthy lifestyle. Cut to some fucking trucker fucking awake for 56 hours, fucking throwing back like meth pills, like in like a nasty ass truck. Yeah. So, damn.
The more you're awake, the higher your stake.
Hope you guys feel better. Alyssa was sick, and now you're down with the bug.
It was just her, and I was like, maybe it'll just be her, and I won't catch it.
Maybe it's one of those woman diseases.
Yeah, right. One of those women-only diseases. But then we smooched, and she transferred it to me.
Yeah,
bitch.
That's how it goes.
Slut.
So, I know. Yeah, you're really getting out on the town, smooching sick ladies.
What a whore. You know, it's fucked up that like Alyssa met me on Tinder and then just like had my babies. It's so slutty.
Wow.
It's like fucked up.
Dude,
she just let me come in her. Right?
You're gonna throw shade on fucking Luna's mom like that?
Yeah. Yeah. She should have met me at like a nice respectable place, like she's a church or something.
Yeah, that.
And then we should have courted for several years.
She would not have been able to meet you.
You won't catch me at a church anytime soon.
At that type of establishment.
We're thinking about attending some sort of service soon, just to kind of get in the church vibe. You know.
What for?
Just to like meet other couples.
Oh, get into like a community.
Yeah, like like we don't really subscribe to the whole like Jesus thing, like. In the most literal sense. Yeah. But the vibes behind it can oftentimes be, positive.
Uplifting.
Yeah. I just want to be able to meet like families,
cool singles in your area.
Cool singles in our area who are, maybe our age and maybe have already started their family. Most of the families I know, they're like older. You're like you and your family. You're like our only like peers when it comes to like.
Yeah, I know. There's no like young families. There's no like young families. Yeah, we don't really know any like. Just trying to think. Who do we know?
Right.
We don't really know anybody. Anna and Josh.
Right. Yeah.
They have a child. She's actually younger than Luna, or she's younger than River and Iris. She's like 7 months, I think.
Wow. Yeah. And then Jai.
Jai
has a
that's
daughter.
right. Yeah.
I actually bumped into him outside today.
You bumped into him?
Yeah, he was considering buying a house on my block. And we're like, hey,
Oh, okay.
it's Jai. I'm always bumping into him. Like we bumped into him at the mall the other day too.
Huh? You guys are really on the same like schedule.
Yeah, he's always like around somehow.
That's funny. Well, hopefully they move on that house.
No, they said the basement's shit.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice to have him in the neighborhood. I know. Yeah, it's tough to meet like I don't know. Because a lot of people our age aren't even having kids.
Mm-mm.
So
yeah, they think it's a bad investment.
Right.
Little do they know.
So it's like where do you meet other
It's the
dumb
only
people?
investment worth making.
Where do you meet other dumb people? That's my question.
You think it's dumb to have children at such a young age?
No, I don't. But other people do. So then they would have to be dumb, right, to think that themselves.
You lost me.
Well,
you got to keep things slow for me, Mason. All right. I'm not.
I'm
not quite on that level.
We're already on the.
I'm half retarded.
That's what I'm saying. Where are we going to meet other dumb people?
So you're saying we have to meet people within our own. I want to hang out with people who are smarter than me. That's what Joe Rogan says. He says,
"Yeah, where are those? Where are they?"
You always got to hang out with people who are on a higher level than you, and you have to disregard any of the trash and people in your life.
Well, all right, Joe. So, all right, wait, hold on. All right, rewind.
Don't even watch Joe.
So the
probably saw that on TikTok on like some sort of clip.
To get it started, funky and fresh on the subject of Bram Stoker's.
It's not.
I know. The illustrious Mr. Stoker. The illustrious Mr. Stoker. He was
literacy.
He was stroking the knobs of other men.
He's stoking the flames of writing.
He was stroking the proverbial knob of the hoi polloi, if you will. So, okay. The fear knob, so to speak.
Ketchen's reading Dracula right now. He's like almost done with it. The book.
It is a book, yeah.
The original piece of.
Yeah, and this film, let's just say it's not exactly a 1-to-1 adaptation.
Have you read it?
I have not.
Oh.
I have not, but I was reading about how the movie is not a 1-to-1 adaptation.
Oh,
so
really?
I've read about that.
I was also reading about how this movie actually is pretty faithful. Interesting.
What?
In comparison to like other adaptations. I don't know, some shit online.
Well, but because there's he doesn't like Dracula doesn't have like a love interest in the book.
Really?
That's what I was reading.
He just does nothing the entire story.
He's not like humanized in that way. It's like
I feel like the entire driving force of the entire plot
of this movie. Yeah.
Of this movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a romance.
It's not scary.
It's not a scary movie. Yeah. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit more scary, but it made up for it in its like cinematic, style. I really liked it.
You liked it?
The movie?
You liked it?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Really?
I thought it was awesome. Yeah.
Really?
I want more. Yeah, I want more stuff like this. They don't make them like they used to.
My question was how they could have made it worse.
Well, I mean, I guess like instead of hiring Gary Oldman and Anthony Hopkins, you could have hired Keanu Reeves again 2 more times for both those roles.
It's just like it was so. Here's the thing. It was all right. The movie starts right immediately. Yeah. Immediately, I'm turned on by Gary Oldman.
Let me pull up a little plot synopsis just so we can, I actually watched it like 1.5 times, but
what?
I kind of want to It expired like halfway through my second viewing. I rented it for 48 hours, and I was like, this movie was so good. So nice. I want to see it twice. And then I couldn't finish it. I should have just fucking bought it. What was I thinking? I just wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not.
It's like $6. It's really not good. What do you? I don't know. I really want to see where you're coming from with this.
It was dope.
There was good things about it. Like it was grand in some ways. Vibes.
Yeah, it was very grand. Yeah,
it was grand in some ways, but like it was also like very like disjointed. It was extremely disjointed.
But that's how Dracula is, though.
Mackenzie like couldn't stand it.
Really?
She could not stand it.
Alyssa was into it like halfway through. Then she kind of just fell off. She started getting on her phone.
She was like, "This is hey." She was like, "This is
throwing things at her."
She was like, "This is absolute trash." Yeah, Mackenzie started getting on her phone, and then she fell asleep at a certain point. I had to finish it by myself.
Trash.
She really. Oh, well, man,
I commend your dedication to the buffet.
She really did not. She wasn't catching the vibe. I think she was hoping it would be spooky.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
It wasn't spooky at all.
It was too silly to be spooky.
It was way. It was like,
so it starts off with Vlad returning from his victory in his campaign against the Ottomans.
That's right. Yeah, right. So immediately, I'm aroused.
Right. He's got the sexy ass body armor.
He's got this like
a muscle.
This like bat armor. Like a la like. It looks like the armor that like Ben Affleck would have had to wear if he was like a medieval Batman.
It kind of looked like a flayed man,
big,
right? Like it looked like
it's like big. Tendons. It's like bat-like. It's like
was the armor bat-like?
It kind of, yeah. Look it up.
It was like red and like tendony, like
it wasn't black. It wasn't black, but like the helmet.
Yeah,
the
I forgot what that. Yeah, the helmet probably was bat-like. I just ordered some Lego bat helmets on Bricklink yesterday.
Oh shit! You know what we should have watched also is Dracula 2000.
Oh shit! Maybe we'll do that one next week. We got to come up with a good movie for next week because that's the official Halloween episode.
Let's see.
We kind of spent our load on this one. I feel like this one's like the ultimate like Dracula film.
I bet Dracula. 17%. Ooh,
Dracula 2000. That sounds trash. But it might be fun.
With Harold Butler.
Javier Bardem?
Harold Butler.
What are you saying? Are you saying Javier Bardem?
No.
Damn it.
Gerard Butler.
Oh. Wait, wasn't there a Dracula film with like the guy who played Gaston?
I feel like Blade is like the real Dracula 2000.
Yeah, maybe we could rewatch Blade.
But then I'd have to rewatch Blade.
There was like a Dracula film that was supposed to be part of like the Dark Universe. Remember a couple of years ago when Universal was trying to roll that out?
Wait, there's a fucking new Dracula thing coming out?
Oh yeah, there's been lots of Dracula shit happening recently.
No, sorry, I'm sorry. Not Dracula, Blade. There's a new Blade thing coming out with Mahershala.
Yeah, that's the new Marvel. They've been developing that for a long time. He was announced like a while ago, and they keep pushing it back.
It's so weird. Okay,
how are they going to make Blade into a G-rated comedy?
I don't know about. Yeah, like what? I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
Good luck, Disney.
Man, it's like
have fun with that property. Where he's
have fun with it.
Vampire killer, damned soul, fucking walking the earth, decapitating, blood-sucking demons.
Yeah,
it doesn't really.
I guess you can kill.
Stick in the craw of Phase 4.
I guess you can kill a lot of vampires and like. Well, so vampires are canon for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I mean.
Who is it?
They're definitely canon for the Morbius film.
Oh my god, dude!
That doesn't take place in the Marvel universe, but
next thing you know, we're gonna have like a Marvel series about Count Chocula, the ghost from the Blueberries box. And like there's another
This
there's
sounds
another one,
terrible,
right?
bro.
There's another like spooky serial.
There's like Frankenberry or something.
Oh yeah, Frankenberry, he's coming up. Like what the fuck? Okay, so the movie starts, right? Immediately. Sex appeal, right? Gary Oldman, he's all like furry.
Dude. That's
he's
what
all
I like
like
about the movie. The movie is so romantic and sexual.
It's I wouldn't call it romantic. I guess you could go. I guess you could call it sexual. It's sexual in like a very. It's sexual in like a very like disturbed way.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a very like this guy should probably be in solitary confinement. Kind of, you know.
Like I love the nut house in that movie.
Dude, I was just thinking about how the way that the nut house was portrayed was like
perfect.
While horrible, it was memorable.
Yeah, definitely. Like they have a good time in there.
I wish it would have been more of a musical. I think if it would have been good if it had been more of a musical, because it really like had that kind of like this isn't like an actual like movie kind of like vibe, you know, like it seemed more
like it is very theatrically.
It was like more like
a stage kind
like
of
a stage play,
yeah,
or something.
Originally, the director wanted very minimal sets. He was like, I want to do the whole thing like with like dark backgrounds, like minimal sets, just what we need, like just props and shit.
Francis, no one's gonna watch it.
And the studio was like, no, that's build sets, build really good sets.
He was just coming off when he got
good move to actually build sets.
When FFC got a hold of the script, the big F.
Who? Oh, Francis Ford Coppola.
That's right. FFC.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. After this movie, I'm thinking of him as more of like Francis Ford Coppola, just personally. But
dude, I've actually never seen any other Francis Ford Coppola film. I don't think. I think this is
other
the first
than this.
One. Yeah,
this is the first.
I really like this one.
You've never watched Godfather?
Never seen Godfather. Never had much interest in it.
The first Godfather movie is is really the only movie of his that I have liked so far. I don't know. I watched that one, I think, and then the other two I tried to watch, but they're like, I don't know. I wasn't catching the same I didn't like the same vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Godfather 1 and 2 are considered really good. Typically, most people consider them good.
I don't know. I like
fell off.
I liked 1, but he was just coming off Godfather 3 when he got his hands on the script.
Yeah, apparently he made this movie to sort of like revitalize his career. Like it was kind of like a cash, like a movie he made for money. Like he's like his company was like struggling, and he's like, we need a hit. So that
they did make money. It did make money.
They needed to like have a bona fide banger on their hands, so they made this movie.
Yeah, 40 mil was the budget, and it made like 300 or 200 or
nice
something like that. Yeah,
hell
back in 1992 dollars.
Not to mention all the merchandise, all the toys they sold. The McDonald's.
Like the redhead with the tit. The redhead with the tit out.
She was always busting her tit out in every scene.
That was like really sought after, dude. Her tit was just like
it was always out.
It was like. Somehow it's a.
It was always out and then in. It would be in and you'd be like, okay, and then be out again. It's like next scene. Like later on in the scene.
It was
just whenever she was trying to lay down sprinkle a little bait for the guy, she'd pull that thing out and start flopping it around.
She was really and that chick, man. I don't know. Not to be rude, but she's not aged very well. Wow, man. I guess because I went down. Well, on the Apple TV, right? I scrolled down to look at the cast, and like they're all like.
Oh, I hate that. I hate when they show us the old, current.
They're all like really old, and like, wait, where did I go? Okay, here I am. And it's like they're all really old now, right? Because that was 92. Now it's 2023.
Yeah, this is like
and
a
like
while later.
all the guys, like it's like they look the same. They just got like a little bit of, And Winona Ryder too. She's just like a little more.
Yeah, she looks great. Yeah,
but that chick, man, I don't know what happened.
Really?
She just looks completely different. I mean, not like even like bad for her age, just like totally different. I mean, just like totally.
I gotta look this up.
Just like it's like way. I mean, based on like the little thumbnail that I saw, I don't know.
What was her character's name? Lucy.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's a picture of her. I see this is a picture of her name is Sadie Frost, and I'm looking at a photo of her from 2015, and she looks good in this photo. So whatever happened to her happened within the past, like a couple of years.
You talking about this?
Here, pull it up.
You talking about?
Pull it up.
You talking about? Hold on.
She looks good here.
This was the photo.
Damn, she was really good in the movie too. I loved her character.
She was good. Yeah, she was good.
That was awesome. This movie's awesome, dude. I don't know why you didn't like it.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
You tell me you don't want to get with this. Hold on.
I don't know. She is pretty sexy.
She's pretty sexy, dude.
Yeah, hold it back closer to your face.
I know, but I want to get it closer to the camera.
But you can't see it worse.
God damn it.
So 1 second.
This is my new iPhone background. Whenever I open my phone, I want to see this.
No.
Get a little stiff.
That's unfortunate. Can you see it? This is the picture.
Let's pull it up. All right. Whoa.
This is it.
What's going on with her?
I know. I just feel like she just looks totally
I think
different.
it's just a bad angle. I think it's the lens.
Bad angle? It's the lens?
It smushed her face out. Yeah, because she looks like young and vibrant, for her age. Like, she doesn't look worn out or fucked up or anything. I think it's just like the lens distortion just squished her face. It's probably a really long lens.
I don't know, man.
Like wildlife photography.
I don't know, man. I think that might just be catching her like...
That was like a 300 millimeter.
I think that might just be catching her,
No, because all the other pictures I see of her, she looks fine.
Let's see.
Yeah, here's one from 2015. She looks normal. She's in the clear. Don't worry.
Make your own. Sadie Frost, come tell your story.
Yeah. She was great in it. Everyone was great except for Keanu Reeves. I feel like
she's only 50.
He was only terrible.
She's only 58.
Oh, I was gonna be like, she was only 50 when she filmed this role.
Wow, she was married to Jude Law for like 6 years.
Oh wow, that would be really uncomfortable if we learned that she shot this when she was 15.
Jude Law is 50, so he married a woman 8 years his senior.
8 years his senior. Oh, huh.
And now he's married again to a woman that is much younger.
Interesting. That's cool.
Much younger.
Well, I mean, now we know he doesn't care about age, so we can't blame him for marrying someone younger because we know he's down to marry someone older.
I don't know.
I think that's how it works, right?
But he was only with her for 6 years, so he didn't stick that out.
6 years is a long time. Let's give it up. Give it up for their marriage.
6 years is a long time. Oh,
it's
and
eternity.
his upcoming film is The Marvels, November 10th. A budget of $274 million. Distributed by Walt Disney.
Trying to fuck with me? Have a little bit of this.
Distributed by...
How about a little of this, fucker?
Distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Oh, God.
See this?
Yeah.
This is what I'm fucking talking about.
So the film begins.
Yeah.
Immediately, you're drenched in just really it's like raw eroticism.
Yeah.
It's like just,
animal, beastly.
It's just covering.
It was great. Yeah.
The Marvel. Wait, the Marvels.
They don't make them like this anymore.
The Marvels is showing in IMAX 3D. When was the last time a movie was shown in IMAX 3D? Fucking. What is this? 2018.
IMAX 3D. What the fuck?
I thought that was deprecated technology.
I thought that was done forever.
I know. And normal 3D too. Ooh, give me the willies. That's thinking about sitting through that is more terrifying than this whole movie condensed into. If you condensed all the scary moments into 1 second of scariness, it wouldn't even be close. Anyway, so 3D. So
this is why it's bad to have topics because we just get off topic so easily.
Well, no, the topic it's a thread.
It's continually it's snowballing.
It's a bait thread. So, and we've only so far
Speaking of speed.
We're only so far at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
he's so sexy, right? He's so sexy. Winona Ryder is his, wife. They're Eastern, they're European.
Right.
And the Turks, they trick her. They shoot an arrow into her fucking fortress and say that he fucking died.
Yeah, he goes into battle, and while he's gone, fighting, they pull this little dirty trick, and then Romeo and Juliet's herself off the fucking tower. She yeets herself off the tower, into the lake.
Like, you can't wait? You can't wait to find out?
Why don't you wait 5 seconds? That's what I always hate about these stories.
He's literally, I know, he's literally battling for the church. He's a man of the church.
And that sounds like some shit they would do, too, to, bait you.
Who?
Like, oh, I just get this random letter shot into my window that says my great love has died, has perished.
Right, I know, it's bait.
Doesn't that seem like something that someone might do to bait you? Like, if you think about it for more than 5 seconds?
I think the bait organ was less developed in the hominid, creature.
That was good bait. Yeah, that was good bait by the Ottomans.
It was, yeah. Or was it the Turks? I think it was the Turks. Is it the same thing? I think it's
the Ottoman Empire.
I think it was I thought it was the Turks that shot.
It's all of them. He was going up against every single one.
everybody that wasn't like a Bible thumping Christian.
He fought the good fight too. He won. He's fighting, victorious, but he comes
he's fighting for like the Orthodox
his lady love,
the Orthodox Church. He comes back, and they fished her out of the river.
Yeah, they got her before she bloated.
She threw herself.
She still looked good.
I mean, I'm picturing all this happening within like 20 minutes.
She still looked ready to go.
Of each other. Like, she throws herself off, they fish her out, he's back. I mean,
yeah, it all happened really fast.
She looked pretty fresh.
He was right. He was like literally on his way home when she's fucking killed herself.
And like they didn't put her in like a box or anything. They just like laid her on the fucking floor.
And did you notice that when he drops to his knees and like hugs her body, and she's like.
Yeah, I know. She was like,
like, damn it! If we had like the tech back.
Where's the technology? Right.
We could have froze her eylids to not flutter so much. It's like obviously alive. Like very obvious.
That's just the ocular gases escaping.
That's just the natural part of death. Some muscles firing and reflexes happening.
Right.
For a good time.
She was reacting. She was reacting to his erection. So
the body can still sense it even after death,
as corpses often do.
Right.
React to the presence of an erection. Little known fact. Pissed. Little known mortuary fact.
Let's have a mortician on for the Halloween episode. That'd be sick. So what do you do with the bodies, bro? You ever do anything? You ever do anything spooky with them? No.
Fucking crazy bitch.
So yeah. Oh wait, no, this is a good one.
You are disgusting.
There we go.
Right, exactly.
So and he's devastated. I mean, he's pissed. He fought for the church.
Yeah.
I don't really see how it's the church's fault that she threw herself off.
It's not.
But
it's just he's mad at God.
But he's
fighting God's fight.
Right, enemies.
And this is how he's rewarded.
Right. And in this movie, God, in the Dracula canon, God definitely does exist. Confirmed.
Sure.
Because when he takes his big sword, he's all mad. He's like yelling at the Orthodox like priest or whatever, and then he like stabs like the cross. Don't do that.
Yeah.
They're full of apparently they're full of blood.
Sometimes.
Like a torrential.
If you're really passionate.
If it's like a really big stone cross, that's what they're keeping in there. Just so you know, like really. Well, I mean, and it just starts spraying out.
It's just coming in there. It manifested through the passion of his anger.
I don't know, man. I think they might have. I think they bottled it up.
It
was
like a supernatural. No, it was like a supernatural.
It was like carbonated. It started like it was like somebody shook it up. It was like it was like somebody
of that anger.
It was like somebody shook up like a bottle of Coke or like put Mentos in it, bro. That's the original Diet Coke and Mentos right there.
Yeah, that was good. That was sick.
So,
when did you fall off the movie? Were you into it at least at the beginning? Or
I here's the thing. I kept hoping that it was going to be good at some point, like that the story was going to be.
Had you right? Like you were like, oh shit, this is crazy.
I mean, immediately I caught the vibe that then continued from throughout the rest of the film, of it just being like, the thing is like, okay, the sets are goofy. Okay, they're nice. But goofy, right? The characters are are goofy, right? Okay, sure. But like
everything's
the editing,
goofed up. Yeah.
The editing, like the way it would like cut from scene to scene, and like things that they would include like between the scenes, it was just like completely insane.
It was
like,
artistic.
I mean, there's an art to that for sure.
It was very melodramatic, and I feel like that suits Dracula's character very well. He's always been a melodramatic little.
This guy, this Dracula, this specific Dracula, it does fit him better. But the thing is, like, I feel like it just would have been. I feel like it would have been good if they just like told the story. Like, why not just tell the story?
They told the story.
No, it was like it was hard. It was hard to follow like what the fuck was actually like going on.
Really?
I felt like
the story was pretty basic. It was it was pretty much laid out for you pretty well.
It was laid out, but it was like, what's going on with the characters? It's like Dracula tells him he's got to stay for a month,
right?
And then like all of a sudden he's like on the ship, and then like the next literally minute he's like young and like in fucking London.
Yeah,
we're getting ahead of
because he
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
He kind of has like some power in reserve when he's like the old one. And like once he goes back over to America or whatever, he's like, or in England or whatever, he's like to rizz her up. He like uses some of that reserve power to get young again, because he wants to make a good impression. I thought that was sweet.
See what I thought was he had power, a good amount of power.
Yeah,
but then the trip, he actually generated more power.
Possibly
like in that like cocoon fucking thing, which was like it. Maybe. Like I kept wanting to see like more of scenes. Like I want to see more of the scene. I don't want to see less of the scene.
It felt like a long movie, but it was only like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours and like
I could have gone for longer.
It was weird. It was like 2 hours. I wanted to see more of some scenes, but like there was like half an hour of bullshit.
Yeah, there's some stuff that could definitely have been cut out. I really liked, I guess we'll kind of keep on going through the plot beat by beat. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves.
So he stabs this cross, right? He's at this point. At this point,
very beginning.
At this point, he's cross, right?
He's so cross with the church.
He's so cross. He stabs it, and blood. I mean, a fountain, right? So that's he becomes Dracula, right? He curses God and etc. And then cut to. Jolly old England.
That was a good scene where he like renounces faith in God and stuff, and
he was all mad. He's like
pissed.
Yelling in like Transylvanian.
Yeah, that was sick, dude.
He was. I mean, I have to say, like I was turned on by Dracula Daddy.
Good. Yeah, I think you were meant to be.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the target audience for like the sexual scenes in this film. I feel like is like the 20 or the 30-year-old male,
from yeah.
So then we're cut to jolly old England, and Keanu Reeves.
Several hundred years later.
400. It's like 1880. It's like 1897 or something.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is like a bank clerk.
Yeah, we go from 1462 to 1897.
Right.
So that's quite the time jump.
Yeah. What's been happening? What happened in the interim?
Solicitor Jonathan Harker takes the Transylvanian Count Dracula as a client from his colleague.
Right. Renfield.
Who has gone insane.
Yeah, Dracula's classic stooge.
Yeah.
There's a movie now by that title.
Right, yeah, with
starring Nicolas Cage.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, and Nicolas Cage.
And
Nick
as well as
Nick on Nick.
I guess I didn't realize there's two Nicks in that movie.
Nick to Nick.
His name is Nicholas Hoult, right?
And if you watch that after it gets dark, it's Nick at Night.
Yeah, I don't think I would checking that one out. I'm good. My mom saw it. She said it was shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Sounds bad. I like Nicholas Hoult,
Renfield.
Yeah.
I don't know what's what's the tagline for it. You know, Renfield. It's like Nicholas. It's like Nicolas Cage. Like he's like Dracula.
Dracula's sick as fuck in this movie, dude. Yeah, I don't think anyone can top Gary Oldman's performance. Like, this was like peak Drac.
I did like his. So basically, Keanu, he's like a bank man. You know, like some kind of contract clerk or something. And this is where he's going to make his break.
Yeah, this is like his big up.
There's a Transylvanian magnate, so to speak, who is trying to buy a bunch of property in London. Who is that, you might ask? Count Dracula.
The Count.
One property.
Kind of this kooky old man.
Right. Yeah, I wish that he would have done more counting now that I think about it.
You're so right.
So, like, yeah. One baby eaten. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, he's sent basically to Transylvania. And who does he say goodbye to? But Winona Ryder, who looks exactly like Count Dracula's dead wife.
Whoa, twist.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't let him see that picture you have of your girlfriend.
Whoa.
He brought this like locket with him. And I was like, don't show that to Drac.
Don't show that to Dracula. Yeah.
He's going to be all over that.
He's going to want that.
Once he sees that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good situation.
Game over.
So then he is sent he goes. He says goodbye to his lady love.
Right.
She's hoping to get married soon.
He's like, I'll marry you when I come back after I make this sweet fat deal and get this cash money.
Right. This big fat fucking.
He's like, I know this is like a weird fucking
catch
situation.
this big load of cash.
If we lived in
my face,
current times, we could do this over fucking Skype or whatever.
That's right.
But since we live in 1897, I've got to go physically to Transylvania to like write some papers down or something. And hang out with this guy in his creepy castle for a month. So he goes, and immediately it's bait. Like the bait doesn't even ramp up.
Oh, from the jump, like
0 to 10. It's 10 the minute he gets there.
He gets dropped off, and some lady behind like a bunch of like discs like hanging down is like the cross, or whatever.
Yeah, she was good.
Says some bait stuff to him. He's like on the side of the road, like waiting, and a bunch of fucking like weird like Transylvanian like fucking like mountain men like in like big furry hats and shit like pull up in a carriage like.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool kind of optical effects and things that they used during this movie. Like a lot of really cool visuals. They did a lot of it like in camera. I think they kept like the kind of like effects to a minimum, like the kind of the green screen kind of stuff, and they try to do most stuff like in camera, which I appreciated. Like they would shoot stuff at different speeds, and they'd have like miniatures, and it was just like aesthetically like it was really great.
The filmmaking was good. The actual like what they put on the in the frame was all pretty good.
The editing, I guess like it could have been a little more standard. The editing was a little bit ridiculous.
It was just like bizarre because like it was like I would want to know more about what was happening, but instead they were just like it was taken too far. Like the wackiness of the vision. And let me tell you what, it was fucking wacky.
Yeah, they may have went too far in a few places.
Fucking more wacky than Anthony Mackie. Okay, so
wow, it's pretty wacky.
Yeah, and he's still under investigation. So
after George saw like an early cut of this movie,
after his time,
Francis Ford are close buddies. They came up together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. After Anthony Mackie's incident on the set of Twisted Metal. There's an investigation.
There's no incident. He's fine. He's fine.
Undergoing.
Nothing happened with him.
Yeah, whatever you say. That's bait.
Do you like Phil Collins?
Oh. So,
All right.
So then
I have to return some videotapes.
we need more spooky sounds for spooky season.
Yeah, I'll add some more for the Halloween episode next week.
So
Definitely more spooky ones.
we probably should like be like spooky, like look spooky too. I don't know, figure something out.
Well, I've got some spooky surprises in store. Check this out.
The Nun?
Yeah.
Nice. They're still making. Oh God. they're still. She's friendly. She wants to say hi. She wants to say hi.
She wants to be part of the show.
They're still making a buck on the merchandising of that movie.
Yeah.
So Keanu, right?
She's got like a cute little cross too.
Oh, oh wow, the body is a lot smaller than I thought.
Oh yeah, this is the first time I showed the whole body. Yeah, she's cute,
Yeah.
right?
I thought there was like a much larger body. Like,
Do you think this cross would be powerful enough to repel like an actual vampire?
I think
cheap little plastic.
they'd probably just melt it like they did in the movie.
Yeah, so immediately he's taken in and like they melt his cross off or some shit.
Well, he's like being taken in and like he like rides through some like ring of fire that like opens up.
Oh
like,
yeah, I think it's like the protecting aura that protects the castle.
Yeah, closes.
The castle looks fucking crazy too.
Yeah.
Like they show it in its heyday and it looks like a kind of normal, cool castle.
Yeah.
Very tall, but then they show it all decrepit and broken apart and like in ruin, basically. And it looks like a guy sitting on like a throne. Did you pick that up? Like it looks like it looks like a man sitting.
I wasn't really catching that. Let's see.
The whole castle has the vibe of like the shape of a person sitting in a chair. It's very cool. Yeah, it's very unique because you'd think, if I did a Dracula movie, I'd probably just make it all like, your classic Transylvanian, late Victorian architecture style castle, all dark and shit. But taking like that really like bold approach of having the entire castle take the shape of someone sitting in a throne was really interesting. Because like they even had like the like some like cranes and levees like for like repairs for the castle, like kind of substituting as like
it kind of looks like somebody's sitting. It kind of looks like somebody's sitting.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Maybe I'm just reading into it, but that's kind of what I felt was they were going for. Maybe I'm just looking for something that wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were intending to do.
It's okay. It's modeled on a 1903 painting.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I want to read more about the behind the scenes and like the production of this movie.
It's modeled like Huh.
So he meets the Count. And
he at this, here's the thing, right? So then you're introduced to Dracula again, right? And his more, and it's like it's been like 400 years, and somehow he's even sexier than he was before.
He's got a killer hairdo.
He's got like big, like fucking like Princess Leia, but like up on the top and like more like fucking like angular, like hair, I bet they brought in the Star Wars hair people.
Yeah, it was very like Emperor, but even better.
Yeah, right. He was like, if the Emperor was a vampire.
Yeah, if the Emperor had even more style.
Yeah, if Emperor Palpatine was like a really stylish, like almost like quasi, bloodsucker.
Yeah, it was honestly sick. Like his whole look was like iconic AF.
And he was like really like he was really friendly, but also like really touchy.
Yeah, you could tell he was a sensitive guy.
He was very sensitive.
Say the wrong thing.
He's like feeding, and he's constantly like every line like making some kind of vampire like like innuendo.
I don't drink
wine. I've already eaten tonight.
Yeah, that was good. He was just fucking with him. That was great.
Yeah, he was fucking with Keanu relentlessly. And Keanu's like, he's like
been a
really,
while
he's
since
like,
he had someone to
it's
fuck
like,
with, I
it's
guess.
like young Keanu, basically like Bill and Ted Keanu. Like,
Dude, Keanu was terrible in this movie. Can you talk
it
about
was
that for a second.
He was really. I mean, here's the thing:
What
if
the
he was
fuck?
bad, if he was bad, it's because they didn't give him enough to work with. Like they didn't like why.
They gave him plenty to work with.
But like you're making this
That's
movie,
on
like,
him.
and you're making this movie. You can see that he's not doing good. Like you gotta
Right. You gotta figure something out.
figure something out. But
Yeah,
like
right.
yeah.
Like,
He-
like
you know-
cut some things together, ADR some things, like rework the edit so he doesn't talk so much.
And you know what though? It was
Yeah.
like I feel like they kind of realized that he wasn't doing good, and then like because like in the first half of the movie he's in it a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
and
He's
then
like
in
a
the
main
second
character.
half. In the second half, you're kind of expecting him to be in it more, but like
Right.
he really doesn't say very much at all.
Yeah, because basically at some point Dracula just decides to give him over to his like sex
Right.
vampire.
Well,
It's
so-
like his like
so-
like fuck dungeon.
So you know
And then he
they're
just fucks
doing
off to
they-
England.
Right. They're doing
Like
these
the rest of the
contracts. They're doing these
Yeah.
contracts, right? Which that's always fun, you know, to watch in a movie, like the signing of a contract.
Especially back in the day. when you
Especially
had,
back in the day. Yeah, there's like a
like the
seal,
oily seals with the,
right?
with the stamps and
the wax,
the
and,
flames,
and
the wax, yeah.
and such. And Dracula's like, you know, still like saying like weird vampire shit.
it's just like obviously bait. Like I feel like maybe they could have ramped the bait up. Like it starts off a little
I
less
know.
weird, and then like
Yeah.
because if I was Keanu, I'd be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here right away.
Immediately.
Like he's being
Right.
chased
He-
by wolves.
he was
I'm being
really-
chased by bloody wolves.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's like
There's like this part where he kind of freaks out on the count. He's like, "This is preposterous, Count. I've been chased around by bloody wolves, and you're just ridiculous. Look how spooky this whole area is."
right.
And the Count's like, "What do you want from me? Like what? Like,
This is
this is my vibe.
Web. It's very nice here. What do you mean?
I have welcomed you with open arms, my friend."
Right. Yeah. Why do you?
Yeah, I like how he's so friendly and like kind and just like very
He's kindly.
you know, humble. Yeah.
He's kindly, right? And but like in
I
every
will
scene
let you
too.
have sex with my women. My
Well, I don't know if they
fuckboys.
really do that.
They do. They suck him off good. They sucked him off for like an entire month while
they
the Count was in
they
England.
sucked him. I don't know if they sucked him off.
Oh, they sucked him in more than one way.
He I don't know. I seem like they just sucked him.
Please have a taste of my succubi.
So the brides of Satan.
The, the brides of the devil are yours
Right.
to
are yours to fuck. Yeah. So well no and like one thing to keep in mind, right, is that like while Dracula like pasty white fucking sex symbol Dracula is like
so good.
is like fucking with him this whole like his shadow is like doing all kinds of weird crazy
Random
like shit and like fucking with him
Not even matching up.
in different ways. Yeah, no, his shadow is like completely on its own shit.
It's on its own entity. Like some
It's like
kind of Peter Pan shit.
it's like choking out Keanu. Like it's like trying to like fucking like choke him and shit. And
Yeah.
like it's like going across the room all fucking weird. And then so you know they sign the contracts. You know, and then
What's Dracula's ultimate goal? Because like, if you just wanted to fuck Keanu's wife or girlfriend, like, wouldn't you just want to kill like Keanu like right away? Why is he even keeping him alive?
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
He doesn't want to be like a player hater. He wants to like win her.
It
like,
really
you know,
doesn't. It really doesn't
kind of
make
like
sense
in a more respectful way than that. Maybe?
The motivations in the film are dubious at best, and like the way that the characters carry out
the decisions from all the characters are kind of like random and kooky.
it doesn't. Yeah, it's like what?
Like,
like
You didn't-
oftentimes,
Drax didn't think it through, or maybe he did. I'm just lost. on that.
oftentimes
I
you're
don't
just
know.
thinking what?
Just go with it.
Just go with it. So they
Christopher
sign
Nolan
they
says,
sign.
Don't watch it. Feel it.
They sign these contracts, and then you know then Keanu's like up in his room and he's like shaving, right, and then Dracula like scares him and he like nicks himself. You know,
Yeah.
And Dracula's like, you don't know how dangerous it could be to bleed here, or something. And then he surreptitiously like gets like the razor. He's like, he's like gonna shave. He's like, I will shave you. And he like or whatever. And then Then he
was
sees
good.
this photograph. Then he sees this photograph of Winona Ryder, and he's like,
Right. That's
do you
when he sees
believe
the locket? Yeah.
Right. It's like, do you believe in fate,
Yeah. I was
Do you
like,
believe
once he saw that picture, I was like, fuck, dude. Now he's
destiny?
now he's gonna be all up on
Right.
this.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's weird because he was planning to go to London anyway, like in the first place. Like, what's that about?
Don't watch it, feel it. All right.
All right. Right. So,
Listen to Nolan.
so then he's like, and don't walk around the castle and fall asleep anywhere else. Weird.
All right.
Like, it's very old. That it has bad memories.
I'll say.
Like, yeah, literally.
Damn.
So then what does Keanu do? He fucking walks around and he's, looking around, whatever, and he finds 3 vampire sluts.
Yeah.
3 full-blown vampire whores, the brides
Yeah.
of Satan.
And they're sexy.
And their tits
It's out.
are out. They're like slithering around to him. They're like
Yeah.
invisible sometimes, but not other times.
Yeah, it's like, am I really
It's
fucking
like-
these women or no?
It's like, yeah, it's like, do they exist? Are they fucking not? I don't know.
Am I
It's
just
like
jerking
weird.
myself off in the corner? Like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
like, are they? Yeah, and then they start sucking him, and Dracula comes in and he's like, he is mine.
Yeah.
Do not suck him or whatever. But then he leaves, and what is he? He leaves them to suck him. Like, that was so weird. It was like that. Like,
Yeah.
he like leaves, and like then they're just sucking him. Like, and like they're like sucking him, but so he can't leave. He's
They
all
want them to
weak.
Suck him, and then he's okay with it.
Right. And then it's like
he just wants him to keep him weak for a while, suck him off for a while, so he's distracted. Because like they definitely do fuck him though. Because later on he goes like, "You're an infidelity," with my women, or like he mentions Keanu's.
Oh, I think.
Or was that Van Helsing?
I think it was Van Helsing.
Yeah. He
mentioned it.
mentions Keanu's infidelity.
Making out could be
they
considered
definitely
the
sucked
same.
him. You're telling me that like, he was in that sex pit for a month and they didn't once like suck on.
I don't know. Oh yeah. And Dracula has him like write letters that says that he'll be there for a month. Weird.
Yeah.
Don't write those.
I really like it here. It's really pleasant and
yeah.
I'm having a good
This
time.
it is very nice here. I will be staying for 1 month.
Don't worry about me.
Do not worry about me.
Yeah. Here,
Meanwhile-
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll take all of you, and I'll feast on your flesh as I feed on your fear.
So yeah, and then it's like, meanwhile, the woman, Winona Ryder, she apparently has a really rich friend, this redhead, and she's like writing to Keanu. She's like, I'm staying with my friend, she's so rich, she doesn't care that I'm just like a lowly school teacher, blah blah blah. And it's like this scene, she's like reading Arabian Nights or something. It's like on the table next to her, and it's just like the book is just open to like, just like, it looks like a picture of like the Kama Sutra or something. So they're really just like trying to just like what am I trying to it's like, so you're just being soaked in sex at this point. First Vlad, right, and then an even sexier Vlad, and then the sex book. Come on. And her friend is all like, but it's also like 1897, right? So they're all like repressed, and her friend's like, oh, it's I was had somebody doing the sex stuff in that book to me last night. She's like, no, she's like, in my dreams. That's a good laugh. And then her friend has like all these like male suitors. There's like three male suitors.
Sorry about that.
So no, all good. So
Hydrated.
right. You gotta really make sure you're drinking enough water. So I was just talking about how then it's like it cuts. It's cutting over to Winona Ryder, and she's staying with her rich friend.
Right, Lucy.
Right, Lucy, and she's like writing to Keanu or whatever, and
Lucy.
she's like writing to Keanu, and then like Arabian Nights is like open on the table,
Yeah, there's some sex.
And there's like
in there.
pictures out of the Kama Sutra in there, like just on some.
They weren't even good either.
Just on some like sexy shit, you know. I mean, for back then, you know. I mean, hey,
it was not hot.
And her friend is all like sexed up. She's like, I had somebody doing that to me last night. She's like, no. She's like, in my dreams. And then she's like got like all these like suitors. Her friend has like all these suitors. She's like, watch while I seduce them. And like first this guy shows up. She's like, oh my God, it's so big. It's huge. Can I touch it? And she like pulls out this like fucking enormous knife out of his belt. You know, that you couldn't see until she pulled it out. And they're like both like, ooh, you know, like it's
kind of like this just, knife, but a lot bigger.
Like huge. I mean, like a fixed blade fucking like Bowie knife. I mean,
like
yeah.
times 10.
Fat.
I need to get one of those.
It's so big. Can I touch it? And somehow that's less sexy than Vlad. Like, how'd they manage that? It's interesting because they're kind of
sexy.
Her.
Oh, you're saying she wasn't doing it for you as much as Vlad was?
He was just such like a
sex magnet.
He was like a really like erotic. He was a very erotic figure.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
yeah.
He's so pasty.
Who was Mackenzie's favorite hot guy? There's lots of hot guys in this movie.
Well, so I didn't ask her actually. Probably the guy from Princess Bride, if I had to guess. But so yeah, there's like.
Oh, he was that guy from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like this nice, handsome, hunky English gentleman, and then there's like a Texan.
A Texan.
Hunky.
Right.
And then there's like this doctor, this English doctor
who's not hunky.
He's not as hunky, but he's still got a certain air of sexiness to him.
But he's kind of like a sex pest though.
And he's the one who runs the asylum.
Right. He just so happens he runs the asylum,
and just so happens also run that asylum.
Just so happens that that asylum is right next to one of the properties that
what a quinky dink
that the Count has purchased via Keanu.
That was Alyssa's pick. The doctor. She thought he was the hottest.
He kind of was a rapist though.
Was he? Why do you say that? Because he kissed Lucy when she asked him to, when she was like under.
She got arrest? No. He morphined her all up, and she was like passed out.
Oh, and then he smooched her while she was passed out.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's not good.
That's
I remember that part.
That's
I remember she was like all loopy, and she was like, "Kiss me" or whatever, and then he did, and then she did that with like everyone. She was like trying to get a kiss from everybody.
No. It was like before. It was like right when she started getting.
Did he cop a feel as well?
Loopy. It was weird. It was like he drugged her and then like started like, you know, making moves. It was like, and it was after she had made and it was right after she had told him that she had decided who to marry, which is not him.
Oh, right.
And it's like there's like 3 competing suitors, but then they're all like working together. That was weird. Yeah, that was weird. That was kind of weird. It's like the characters didn't really have like any kind of like. I don't know. Like,
well, so what's up with Dracula too? It's like okay, he's over in England now, and
right?
He's
he's
got all young and hot. He got all young and hot to seduce.
Hot and sexy in a different way.
Winona Ryder, and you know Winona Ryder's boyfriend, you know Keanu he's trapped in the sex pit back in Transylvania, so he's free and clear to pursue her.
Sucked.
But then he goes after Lucy and like tries to turn her into a vampire.
Right. First thing he does when he gets to London, he like summons a big old storm. And he turns into like a werewolf.
Oh yeah, then he I guess he's a werewolf too. Yeah, that was another thing.
That was funny.
I didn't know Dracula could do that.
Me either. He's just like some kind of like carnal beast, you know. And he's
just a beast. He can be.
He gets a hold of Lucy and turns her into a vampire.
There's this great scene where they're like running around like half naked in the rain in this maze, like a shrubbery maze.
Yeah, it's like a
that was awesome.
English hedge maze.
Hedge maze, yeah. That was sick. Yeah. That was a great scene. And there's a moment where her and Winona Ryder kiss for a split second, and that's never explored again. Do you remember that part? It's one of the flashy editing bits where there's like, oh, why don't you kiss her? We'll get a shot of you guys making out for it, and we'll use it in the.
No, I don't remember that
During the hedge maze
so
scene.
yeah, it's like raining.
Do
and
whatever.
Winona Ryder's like, "Where's Lucy?"
Yeah,
and she
she's trying to
goes
find
and
her.
she goes and she finds her.
Lucy's getting it on with a big hair.
She goes and she finds her, and she's like being like sexually assaulted by like this like.
No, she was into it.
What?
No.
She was hypnotized.
Bro, she was super into it.
She was hypnotized.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
So then it's what?
But like Dracula like hypnotizes like everyone. Like that's just like his
What?
default setting.
It's still
He can't help it.
He didn't really. I don't know. Anyway, so
The ethics are very questionable all around.
Hey, this is Editing Forest. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. If you'd like to hear the rest of our discussion on Dracula 1992 with Keanu Reeves, then you can do so over on the Patreon. So go sign up there and you'll get access to that episode, plus all of the bonus Patreon exclusive episodes.